course, now it means a lot more than it did at the time, you know. But not another school like it, you know. It's hindsight. The camaraderie that we had, you know. Neighborhood, you know, just because the whole long stretches that we have to walk was like neighborhood, you know, having to walk for miles to get there. But nothing like a black high school, you know. It just really, yeah, together. I liked it. Oh, it felt like family to me. Number one, okay. People from all neighborhoods coming, you know, different neighborhoods. You know, at the time we had various gangs, but we operated, you know, in a civil manner, if you will. You know, the interaction with people really fantastic. You know, a lot of fun. The football games, you know, were just really the band, really out of sight. Various activities that we had were really really good. Friday night we going to play at Anderson. I tell you, yeah. Now even before the football game, what you wanted to do was stop at a place called Our Place on Rosewood. They sold fish baskets. Oh my goodness. That's what you want to get, either going or coming back. Okay, so that was a must. But just, I mean, to see the people walking, coming there, you know, because we didn't have a lot of transportation, cars, you know. Most of us couldn't afford them. But just walking there, just a lot of activity walking there. You hear the band coming. As you're approaching, you hear the band, you know. And it's just really exciting, you know, the songs they're playing, you know. One that hits me all the time is going to Kansas City, you know. Then they had one called, oh my goodness, dun 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 dun. They would play that song like I don't know what. Oh, but you hear feeling the excitement even before you get there. Yeah, the cheerleaders, you know, and everything. It was just wow, excitement all in the air. Yeah, before Friday night football became important in Texas, Anderson had it. The teachers would help you. For sure, you know, they took time for you, you know, very interactive with the students, you know. It was just something great about that, you know, it really was. They, normally, teachers can maybe have a position in your life where they're too high to touch, if you will. These teachers were, you know, you respected them. For sure, you know, but they came down to your level in so many ways, you know, just kind of thinking back on it, you know, yeah. And so, but I think it was really good. So many kids. I mean, just, boy, everywhere you go, there were some, you know, kids were there, you know. Like I said, at the time we kind of sectioned off into gangs, but it was different, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't just going to throw down on you, you know, unless you come to get my girlfriend or something, you know. But anyway, but everywhere you go, kids, and just the playing marbles, you know, growing up, you know, spin the top, you know, football in the streets, especially that football, playing that in the streets, you know. The guys I were with, we sang going through various neighborhoods because you walked everywhere you're going. So we had a real good singing group, you know, and Temptations, Miracles, Impressions. We're singing all their songs wherever we go. So people are coming outside to hear us as we're singing, you know. Wow, it was really a lot of fun. It really was, you know. Occasionally there were going to be some fights, but like I say, it was always maybe with your hands and not with guns or knives. And but overall, I mean, it was just great growing up in the various neighborhoods I had a chance to live in, you know. Yeah, always something to do. You made no time to get bored because you made things happen yourself. On Chicon and 12th, you had, what do you call it? Let's see. It was a liquor store there, but I guess you would call it a drugstore, you know, there at Chicon and 12th. You had the Harlem Theater, without a doubt, you know, and Mr. Ewing used to have a service station right in the neighborhood we grew up in. You know, you can kind of stop there, and Mr. Ewing would be crazy with you anytime, you know. Various sausage barbecue places, you know, that you could go to. But I think the Harlem Theater was probably the big deal. Chili burgers, you know, with coconut pies. Oh, help me. Then of course you had the red soda. Don't add any popcorn to that. I mean, you're in heaven. You would really come to the window if you're not going to the movies just to buy, you know, the stuff. It was just wow, really good. Yeah. I guess I've had a chance with my daughters and my grandchildren now because we're raising them, and looking at all the things that have happened because of all the various shootings. You know, these teachers, I guess that quality has always been there. They lay their lives out for you. You know, at the time we didn't see the extent of it. You know, because we didn't have these crazy things going on. You know, but I think to some degree, because of the violence that take place and how these teachers put their lives out there now, literally, you know, we see a quality today that we didn't see back then, which is good, you know, yeah. But the teachers that I know now, they really are putting out for the students, you know, they want to, their job don't stop until 7 o'clock at night a lot of times. Then you can still email them and talk to them. It's like when you get a chance to go to sleep, you know, yeah. So I'm not sure to what extent the teachers in the past, you know, had to be that, wow, caught up in things, but I think it was just kind of somewhat the same thing but different, I guess, because of the times and the requirements. But I've gotten to know teachers more personally, not being a student, but, you know, just kind of being a parent and looking out for other students. Just well, the teachers also, their needs, you know, they having to put out a lot of money to buy stuff, you know. And so, me personally, we've adopted a school that we work with, you know, work with teachers, and we're going over there to have a big event like every 2 months, you know, with these younger kids, you know, kindergarten, first grade, especially, and it's horrible to see how these kids are, you know, lack of food. So these teachers are really giving a lot, you know, yeah. So. But like I say, I think we're just kind of different times, but I think the commitment, definitely the same. Yeah. Leaving Kealing, going to Anderson, one of the big things was you did not want to get initiated. Okay? That was a big deal. Like with your beard, they would have cut your beard out to some degree. Initiation is big, so you're running from that. I still remember not getting initiated. Wow, because those guys were a lot bigger, you know. They were a lot bigger, you know, coming in, and so I never will forget that, you know. I love the food. You say an event, but this just kind of hit me. Nothing like Anderson's food in the cafeteria. My goodness, those women could cook. They really could. I guess the event would have to be one of the football games, you know. Yeah, it would have to be one of the football games. Just how they were, you know, just wow. We're playing people from Dallas, Fort Worth, you know, Houston, Jack Yates. People knew people, you know, people knew people. During my era, if you're 66, I just about know who you ought to be, you know. Maybe don't know you by name, but by face, because we had nicknames, you know. But we knew everybody, you know, seemingly, you know, not literally, right? But, you know, basically you knew something about them. And so you really miss that because things are so spread out now, you know. We don't really interact the way we used to interact, but boy, everybody just interacting, you know. We always going to speak to one another, you know, so just the friendships that you just make, you know, I don't know, everybody watching out for everybody. You know, that was really good, you know. Great memories of just the fun that you were able to make. Yeah, you just, you know, and walking home from school. Oh my goodness, that was always a good deal because, well, for us guys, we're trying to hit on all the girls we could. But anyway, that was always exciting, you know, because you're walking great distances to get home. So you had a chance to walk the girls home or whatever, you know, that was wow. Yeah, but basically, I guess that's how we interacted with each other. That was always fantastic. Yeah, really fantastic. like I said, the teachers, you would see them away and from the school or something, you know, they still had a great interest for you, like that. So they were just that special something that for me is hard to really define, but it was just there. Yeah, that just impresses itself upon you that you just can't. That impresses your life, I guess, you know? Yeah, that impresses your life, and I think make you better for it because you see what integrity is through them, you know, with them, and things like that. So, yeah, so basically, I think, yeah, it just how you knew each other, I guess, would be the big thing.